And we're back
with another episode of Every Game Ever
with Jedi Academy.
I'm Eric, this is Terry. I redid my hair since last time.
And my beard is longer.
My hair is longer in some parts and shorter in other parts.
So last we left off, we were dying on this level.
Yep. Going after Racto.
Lanik Racto. Sounds like a porn star in the Star Wars universe, doesn't it?
You had a D&D character named Lanik Mueller.
Which I named off after Lanik Mueller from Horses Got Cards Treason. We've changed our venue today. We're playing out my front room because the lighting might be easier to deal with. But the downside is we have to deal with animals floating around. We've got a gate set up to stop the dog from getting in, but my cat is absolutely confounded by the concept that she can't suddenly jump over a couch. Oh, she figured it out.
Alright. So,
I'm trying to think if this... Nope, that killed him.
that was a fantastic scream.
Just like to think he was actually surrendering.
He's not even a criminal. He just like parked, like his speeder broke down there, and he's just like, "Oh God, I hope the AAA comes by. Oh look, a Jedi, he'll help."
Yeah. Oh, that took a lot to kill him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The other guy, one shot, he's like, ah! This guy is just like, that tickles.
So, I was reading a list yesterday that popped up on my Facebook feed where it was like 20 things you didn't know about Stormtroopers, right?
Alright.
And, like, I thought, alright, this is kind of cool because there's a lot that I don't know about the Star Wars universe. Like, when I found out the schematics and, like, everything that's in Darth Vader's suit, that blew my mind, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this might be similar. And, no. It was all, like, fully half of them were basically like, yeah, they're ordered to obey. They basically phrased that in two different ways, where it's like they're brainwashed so that they're more compliant. They're told that their opinions don't matter. They're told to completely obey the Emperor, etc., etc. And it's like, yeah, I get it. They're trying to make the perfect soldier in the sense that they're just tools.
Yeah.
Which was another way of them saying they just implicitly obey.
I was reading one, and this doesn't... I know that was a close one. It doesn't have anything to do with the Star Wars universe, but it was Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was things you might not know about Lord Voldemort. And I was like, oh, okay, that might be interesting. And I would say at least 75% of them were things that if you
read the book.
Yeah. And it was like things like, even diehards don't know. And it's like, he was really charismatic. Like, yeah, that's brought up several times.
God,
he was one of the best students at Hogwarts ever. Yep, that's brought up as well.
I always love doing that. I go into those with the air of like, it's like 25 things that you didn't know about Harry Potter. I'm like, bitch, try me. Like, if I'm lucky, there'll be one thing and they're like, oh, I didn't know that Luna Lovegood's middle name was like Laverdicus or whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like, did you know that Sirius's last name was Black?
Yeah.
What?
Did you know that Sirius's family was racist? Like, yeah, that's a big part of the character.
Did you know that Harry didn't spend all his time living under the cupboard?
Yeah.
After the events of the first book, he moved upstairs to a bedroom. It's like
that was full of Dudley's extra stuff, which had always been there. So it was more of a slap in the face that was like, all right, now that you're magic, we're giving you something.
Well, considering that some of Harry's favorite moments were breaking into we're playing with Dudley's shit when he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, it must have been nice. Okay, you died here last time.
Yeah.
Or near here.
And I don't have a lightsaber anymore.
It'll come back.
Let's see. I usually try to keep this on me. Just for that.
Zip zap.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh?
You might have lost your lightsaber.
Yeah, I might have.
Well, no, there it is. It's your hand now.
Okay, there we go.
I think it just literally respawned after I got lost.
Yeah. And it's just like, all right, this idiot lost it.
Oh, I made that myself out of parts I had lying around the house.
It's actually a really interesting story.
No time for that now, Terry.
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of bugs me is we haven't gotten that story yet, have we?
Yeah. Oh no, you never do. Maybe you do like in the expanded universe books, because like I said, they did a couple books about Jaden Core, but now he's not canon anymore. So.
Well, this is just a big fucking waste of our time, then, isn't it? Save the universe that doesn't exist anymore.
Alright, let's see which one is. So you can tell it's been a minute since we've played because I don't remember what buttons do some things. I went back to playing Mafia 3, and I didn't remember like what most of the buttons were, and so it was giving me a tutorial at the beginning when I just came back, and it was about how to drop bombs out of cars.
Oh god!
And I was like, I got this in the bag. I don't need any of these guys' help. So I'm actually doing a thing where it's like you're supposed to blow up garbage trucks, and so dropping bombs out of cars would be helpful. And I cannot figure it out for the life of me. Like, I'm pressing every button, and I keep hitting the square button, which in Mafia is the jump out of the car button. So I could, like, driving down the street, boop, boop, and I did it like 3 times. It was so bad. And then finally, like, I'm just driving down the street, and I'm pressing buttons after I completed a mission, and I press the down button, and this car blows up behind me, and I'm like, I think I did that. Uh-oh. Like, okay, which button did I press? Well, I was pressing so many buttons, so I had to figure it out again.
I'll have to see if I can't find that video still. But, like, the first time I put in Grand Theft Auto 5
Yeah.
for the PS4, it had been, like, I'd been playing Assassin's Creed previously, and so the button to run in Assassin's Creed is you hold the right trigger.
Yeah.
Well, that's the button to attack in Grand Theft Auto. And the PS4 version had this, like, you can now play in first-person mode. So I accidentally got into first-person mode. I'm like, oh, this is fun. Started walking down this pathway, and I'm like, okay, let's start running. And so I hit right trigger to run. Instead, I curb stomped a cat that was in front of me.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, God. That's definitely going to be on the player report at the end of the game.
Well, the best part is it's like, you know, at the beginning of the game, like, after, like, it starts with you, like, after you get past, like, the tutorial and stuff, like, it starts off with you leaving your therapist. So it's just like, my therapist comes out a little bit later, it's like, mittens? What the? Oh my god! Whoa! Oh god.
No, he wouldn't.
Who did this to you? I know who did this to you.
And that's what he calls us, tries to sell your family story.
Just, oh god, it was one of those things like when I was playing Dead Rising a while ago. It's one of those things where it's like you could accidentally do things that you would never do in real life. Like I was playing Dead Rising 1, and one of the most OP weapons in Dead Rising 1, ironically, is a cash register. Because if you pick it up and throw it, it will instantly kill any zombie. Also, drop a lot of cash. And so, like,
it's been a while since I played.
I would grab it and I'd carry it and I'd accidentally hit the throw button and hurl it. And I'm like, that is not something that you accidentally do in real life, you know?
Yeah.
Carry this big heavy thing and accidentally chuck it at someone's head. Hang on, I love my Dr. Pepper over here.
Ladies, Eric's ass for you.
It's for my wife.
One of our 3 viewers. I'm just kidding, I think we're at like 10.
And we have 30 subscribers.
Do they watch every video? If they do, we love you.
Oh no. I feel like I might be the only person who watches every video.
I don't watch every video because I'm here making them.
Well, I have to watch every video because I do the editing. And I have to watch and be like, oh, that joke, can't use that word.
Damn it, Terry, stop saying it.
How did we like stop playing Star Wars for a full 20 minutes and just start playing something else? And now there's an alien bursting out of my chest again. God, that's so embarrassing. Like,
Did you see the new Alien movie? Covenant?
No.
It's better than Prometheus, in my opinion. I think most people agreed on that.
Well, my problem is that I'm not that big into the Alien franchise.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I only first watched the first Alien like in 2013. So that it's a relatively new experience for me. I've never actually seen Aliens.
Aliens
James
is so much better.
Well, as far as I understand it, it's completely different. It's like apples and oranges.
Yeah, I mean, Alien is a horror movie. Aliens is more of an action movie with a slight horror setting.
Yeah. But so like I went into Prometheus, not thinking that it actually tied back into Alien in any way. Yeah. I thought it was just like Ridley Scott was kind of doing his own thing, kind of playing on the same tunes until the very end, where it's like, no, 100%, this like that's it's Alien again. And that's when I had to start asking questions. Because I did know the basic plot of the first one, so I'm like, wait, so that was the space jockey then, and well then how come they're on a completely different planet? And
I know that bugged me because I'd talk about it with some friends, and they'd be like, well, it was the same planet, so that's where the aliens came from. It's like, no, it's not. That is a completely different planet.
That's where you came in from.
Yeah. I think I think there's an elevator. I was just making sure I had cleared, I'd gotten all the stuff.
See, this is one of those weird things about video game design. Like, what purpose does that room actually serve in Star Wars canon? You know, like game design, it's like, oh, this is a great place to like fight two Sith.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
Plot.
How did you get up here? No matter. It's trouble you're looking for. You came to the right place, Jedi.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were lost.
And this, the first time I played this game, is why I always carry one of these.
You're just waiting for an android ambush.
Anytime the androids come along, I'm ready.
Well,
because that's supposed to be hard.
Do you have an appointment?
Now, let's talk about these assassin droids.
Let's just accidentally cut his throat.
Okay, where is your factory?
I just pulled a snow.
Okay.
Don't hurt me. I'll tell you where it is.
So I edit that out. That's still too new.
It'll be February by the time this comes out.
Okay, fair enough.
You're coming with me.
Based on the information you got from Ragto, New Republic agents raided the droid factory on Nar Shaddaa and shut it down. Good work, Jaden.
Thanks, Kyle.
All right, now I know we've got another. Like this was the last one we had in this batch. So
Luke's ready to present his plan to find the cult leaders. Get to the audience chamber.
So first we get a laundry basket, right? Then a stick, some cheese for bait, and a string.
Because Sith love cheese.
It's Star Wars canon. That's actually what killed Darth Maul, was a delicious smoky Gouda.
That'd be my weakness too. So Eric and I had a good moment Eric and I had a good moment last night. Eric had been looking for a video game for how much time had you spent looking for this video game?
Honestly, it was okay. So it started off as a shower moment, right?
Yeah.
So I own Nier Automata, and I realized that it'd been a hot minute since I'd seen it in my collection, and I thought I'd lent it to a friend because his wife really wanted to play it. So I'm like, you should borrow it, but I couldn't remember if I actually got around to lending it to him, and so I was asking him, and then I thought maybe I lent it to Terry.
Yeah, he asked me, and he's like, did I lend it to you? And I'm like, I've never played that game, so... And I try, because like I've borrowed games from Eric before and put them on my stack, and then it takes me 3 months to get to them, so that they go to the top of the stack now. And so I'm like, no, I would have played this by now. And so we're sitting there, and we're like, and him and Izzy are thinking about it, his wife. And then I go, oh, I bought that game from you.
Yeah.
I bought it from you.
Well, it's still a fantastic game. You should play it. But yeah, no, it was like...
Since it's my game now,
he basically bought it from me as a favor because I needed money, but I didn't want to just have a handout.
Yeah. Ooh. And I'll always buy a video game. It's like, if somebody says it's good, I just believe them. Even if it's not good.
We still don't know what
I'd buy Sonic Forces from you.
with the energy, though.
Did I give that to you?
No,
It's imperative that we track down the leader of this cult.
Uh-huh.
But how? If they've already hit every place in your journal. There are several places I didn't mention by name that they've discovered, like Dagobah. My fear is that they may use clues in my journals to discover other places.
Did
We need
you
to beat them to these
leave
locations.
clues in your journal?
Considering how we-
Well, he did leave a map with a droid.
You must be very cautious.
True.
Everyone will travel in pairs. Kyle, Jaden, you'll be going to the gym.
Vajune? Isn't that just a big dead rock?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's another way to say vagina. Just checking out her vagina.
This ought to be interesting.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I believe the Jedi Master was still talking.
I'm a Jedi Master
Vajune is
too.
dangerous. The dark side is strong there. Oppressive. Be extremely careful.
Sure, Luke. Don't worry.
So
And
Kyle,
then Kylo Ren killed us all.
so Kyle, where are you gonna go now? Because obviously I'm going to Vajune, but where are you going?
Because
I'll just stay with the ship.
yeah. Have you noticed? Did I tell you this? That Kyle's lightsaber is longer.
No.
Yeah, so Kyle has a longer lightsaber. It's I don't know if I can't remember if it's for like his lightsaber form is different, but yeah, his hilt is longer.
I was absolutely entranced watching your hands doing the lightsaber thing in the camera playback. Meanwhile, at the Fortress of Evil.
You know, they're not canon anymore, but some really good books. Was a comic book series called Legacy.
Looks like somebody's home.
The art's really good in it.
Sure knows
The story is pretty good. It's about it's like Luke Skywalker's great grandson.
To the castle.
It's a good story, and the Sith in it are cool. Okay, alright. I gotta. Why wouldn't you just do it for me? Protect. There we go. I'm just gonna run around with this detonator. Just do it.
Oh god, this is just a terrible level.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It really sucks.
Well, it's just the whole concept of like, all right, now to make things extra hard, we'll just make it so you're constantly leeching health.
Yeah.
And apparently fighting the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah. Yeah, this one does get decently difficult.
All right, so I wasn't a huge fan of Fallout 4. Like, I played.
You got too distracted by the settlements.
No, hang on, I got Stacy. No, it's not like it's a fun game, and I like you know I've played it to death.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, just quick fact
Yeah.
about the game. The first time I played this, I didn't have Protect. I might have had, like, maybe one in Protect, I think.
oh god.
And so, like, so every time I've replayed it since, I make sure that I level up Protect for this exact moment.
But the problem that I had with Fallout
There we
4
go.
is it was definitely more of an action game and less of an RPG. And Fallout was always Fallout 1 and 2 were fantastic in the sense that like they give you a lot of different options for all of your different skills. You know, like running and gunning was a viable option, but like I mean, with the right build, you could actually beat the game without ever firing a single bullet.
Yeah.
You know.
I've gotten really into stealth in Fallout 4. That was one of the things that I got into in later playthroughs was stealth. God damn it. I'm just gonna have to go under something and wait for... Well, I can't do that. I can't just stand... Oh, over there. I just walked forward instead of...
It's alright, Terry. It's okay.
It's just... It's like they're trying to fuck with me.
Yeah, they are. This is what we call artificial difficulty. Because it doesn't take any skill to avoid this. It was just like, well, now you just take damage.
Alright, I'm just gonna sit here for a second so I can heal.
But yeah, so Fallout 4 had the issue for me where it was like, it was just 100% action-based. I mean, stealthing, like, things like pickpocket, and just, like, that was a skill that they still had, but you didn't need. You know, it wasn't a very viable way of playing through the game, being the stealth guy, versus, say, in, like, Skyrim, where, like, pretty much that is the only viable way to go through the game, is just being a stealth archmage.
Yeah.
Archer mage.
Yeah, even though I didn't have a stealth build, eventually I had to add a bunch of stealth points to him because, yeah, you needed them. Well, I definitely, like, one of the nice things is since you start fighting dragons so early in that game, you know you need your archery to be good.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it's, what was frustrating to me was that, like...
Just imagine how unimpressed this guy is by the Jedi. He's just like, oh, I'm completely okay.
Right over his head. Oh. Sorry, I didn't have a dad to play catch with me or whatever.
Kyle.
Someone was supposed to come to my softball practice. Kyle.
That's why Rosh really doesn't like Kyle. Why he's always just like, damn Kyle.
Okay, so spoiler alert though, like Rosh is definitely gonna be like Sith apprentice by the end of this game, right?
Oh yeah, I think you run it. Yeah, you run into him in the next. I don't think you run into him in this level, but in the next time you go someplace, I think you run into him.
So we'll have to talk about that next time on Every Game Ever.
Bye.